Hey, Fiber Spider, back again with a little something different to show you today. I was browsing around online and I found something that I thought you guys might find interesting. I certainly did. It is called Manifold, Part 2. Couldn't find Part 1, try as I might. However, I found Part 2 and it looked rather interesting. It is the Origami Mind Bender. So it's sort of a cross between a puzzle and origami, and so far I think it's rather fun. There are 100 puzzles in here, and it cost roughly about $10 on Amazon. Hashtag not sponsored in any way, shape, or form, but I thought it would be fun to show you guys. And on the back here, it shows you 100 new origami paper puzzles to wrap your mind around. Fold each 9x9 sheet. It's not 9 inches by 9 inches. No, it's a 9x9 grid into a 4x4 square so that only the black shows on one side and white on the other. Each level adds a new wrinkle. Will these puzzles cause you to crumple, or can you bend them to your will? And so it comes with 100 folding puzzles and the rules of play. And the entire thing comes in the form of a pad, which I thought was rather interesting. And then on the back, it shows you sort of the basics on how to do the puzzles. You fold each individual sheet into a 4x4 square. So yeah, all black is on one side and white is on the other side. And for best results, use the grids on each sheet as guides for making crisp and straight creases that are either horizontal, vertical, or diagonal. Yes. And so I was fiddling around with the first couple, and I want to just show you my results. So this first one, I was like, all right, this seems relatively easy enough. So and this is all pre-folded, mind you, that I did myself. So I folded that down to get rid of some of the green, this one up to get rid of some of the green, and then I have to have on the other side these white squares. So I folded along this line here, and then when you flip it over, I can fold the rest of the white ones in, and shaboom. Pretty neat. If you don't want spoilers, don't keep watching, but I kind of want you to keep watching. This, I think, is a rather neat puzzle idea. And, it's very simplistic in its construction, and yet it does get the mind thinking. Now, as you guys know, if you've been watching my other videos, you know that I love origami. So I thought, yeah, let's keep going. So then the second one, a little bit more complicated, but with a little bit of, creative problem solving, I was like, wait a minute. If I sort of get rid of this green by sort of squooshing that in, and then do the same thing on this side by squooshing that in, and then we can do the same sort of trick by folding that side over, and then if you fold this over, you can get rid of the green in one fell swoop. And there you go. This one, admittedly, was a little bit trickier, and you do want to try to make nice, crisp, and clean folds along the grid lines because, yeah, mine looks a little bit messy, but don't tell anybody. But yeah, managed this one as well. And then, yes, I did do a third one, and I was thinking that it might be kind of fun to do the fourth or even the fifth one together. So this one was like, oh, we have diagonals. Okay, so I got rid of all of this empty space first, sort of narrowed down the playing field. And then I was thinking, all right, how do I get these two together? Well, just fold them along those edges there. So almost there. And then we have these lines here. Now, I could have folded that first, but if we fold this one first, then we can cover over this strip of green here. And there you go. We've got the 4 black and the 4 white. Now, is it absolutely perfect? No. I mean, there's a little bit of excess there and so forth, but the gist is there, and I love how clever these are. So I thought, let's try a puzzle or two together and see how I do under, under your gaze, a little bit of extra pressure, because these next ones I have not done at all. But no, we'll see what we can do. So let's try number 4 together, shall we? And the other nice thing that I really like about this, the design as far as the size goes, is that you don't even need to have a flat surface to work on. You could just work on it as is because it is such a nice small piece to work with. Now, that being said, I'm already thinking we need to get rid of this green bit here. So, that being said, I'm thinking maybe fold along this edge maybe, and then fold this edge up, something along those lines. I'm not entirely sure just yet, but we have something to start off with. And because it's paper, well, you can fold it in different ways. Nothing's set in stone. So I get to follow these grid lines on this side, which definitely helps. All right. And we will press our luck. And then if I fold this edge up like this, that might work out for us. It might not. I don't know yet. So far, so good. All right, so then at this rate, if I sort of scooch this tip down maybe, kind of sort of ish, and then this tip also down on this side here, and then fold along this line. I think we're going to do it. Okay, and then do the same thing on this side over here. Fold this edge down and in. Come on. I think we got it. And then all I have to do is just fold this entire thing in half. Yeah. Now we're cooking with gas. There you go. So we've got the 4x4 of the black, and the other side 4x4 of the white. So a little bit of creative problem solving and spatial thinking go a long way. So, you know what? I'm in the mood to do another one. Well, let's see what we got. All right, so let's try number 5 together as well. I mean, I could, in theory, do all of these on camera, but I wanted to give you guys a taste and see what you guys think of it. Now, first things first, I think if I fold these edges away from the white, that might be a good start. However, we still have this little corner to deal with, so not entirely sure. Maybe if I fold along this edge first, maybe, and then I don't know. Maybe fold this edge down. Sort of get rid of the green first, and then fold along these 4 lines here. Maybe that's the ticket. Maybe that's it. Could be. Because it worked out pretty well for us with the third one, I believe it was, with those diagonals. So we'll give it a try. Now, I think that as you progress, because if you look at the pad here, it starts with green, then goes into a lovely purple, and then a yellow, and you can see they get really complicated. And then into a blue, and then, red, well, sort of pink, and then a red. So I'm thinking as you proceed, yes, they get more and more and more mind-boggling. But let's keep on with this one. So yeah, then get rid of this green here, I'm thinking, yes? Seems logical enough. Kind of, sort of, ish. Not a great fold. Oh, gotta get the black sticking up. Can't bury that. And then fold this one down. Okay. And then last but not least, we have this edge here. Does this help us out? I'm not sure yet. Okay. So we made some progress. Now, if I fold along these lines, what do we end up with exactly? A hot mess or something good? I don't know. Let's see what we end up with. Paper's getting very thick, mind you. Lots and lots and lots of folds here. And I'm gonna kind of give myself a little surprise to see what I actually end up with on the other side. I don't know yet. Are the fates with us? Oh, they are! Okay, that was a surprise to me, just as it was to you guys. That is pretty cool. So yeah, technically it does work out. I mean, is my folding brilliant? No, but it does work. Because you have this half square and that half square. They do kind of, sort of, ish align up if my folding were a little bit better and more precise. But yeah, that does work, actually. We did it. We did number 5. Number 4 and number 5 together. So yeah, I think this is a clever little puzzle game. And you know what? It doesn't have to be for just you, because what you can technically do... You know what? See, I could have made this fold better. I could have made that fold better. See, what I was getting at is that, you could, in theory, this might not be ethical, but you could make Xeroxes of the puzzles and, show them to your friends. Or you could duplicate some of the ideas on graph paper, or you could create your own even, See, that's a little bit better than what I originally had. A little bit better. So, you could show your friends and your family and see if they can figure out the puzzles. Or, I mean, after all of these folds, and then you get it back to its original state, you say, okay, here, figure it out. And see, if they can figure it out or not. Now, there is also another that is similar to this. It's called Foldology, and they've got a ton of them. And I was thinking maybe pick that up. Instead of it being black and white squares, it is an image that you have to complete, almost like a jigsaw puzzle, but utilizing this same basic technique. Well, there you go. Like I said, this was about $10 on Amazon. Would I recommend it? Me, personally, I would say yes. I think it's fun. It gets you thinking outside of the box. No pun intended. And it's a nice little quiet activity that you can do. It's extremely portable, and yeah, I kind of dig it. What do you guys think? Um, Also, if you're interested, I could perhaps do some more of these on camera. I think it's fun. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. And as always, yes, I do intend on doing more actual origami tutorials. I thought this was just, sort of like a nice sort of offshoot from what we usually do, and I wanted to show you. So, until next time, I want all of you to stay inspired, stay caffeinated, stay folding fun, fabulous things, whether it's something like this or, maybe a paper crane or what have you. Also, this paper, actually, if you're so inclined, because it is a perfect square, you could make it into something else as well. Nothing wrong with repurposing. And until next time, you guys have a great, great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.